ready to pull our ham out. We're going to go ahead, take the ham, put it on the plate, and we'll demonstrate where the slicing points are on the ham. Along with demonstrating where they are, we also have to free the bone from the ham. Most of it should just fall out on its own. Doesn't always happen, actually. Hasn't happened. But there's very little slicing that usually has to be done on this. So, if we take a close look here, we'll see portions of the bone that's in here somewhere, and a little bit over here that should just simply come out. We'll put these to the side, move our plate and our utensils over here, so we don't have to move the ham so far to the plate, because I will drop it. Here you'll see several folds, that is the ham slices. Somewhere in here the folds will eventually stop, and we will just have the end of the ham. That is the section that we are looking for. It's where the folds stop. There's no harm in just harpooning it and pulling it out. Got a definite stop there. It's part of the bone. Stop there, and here we go. We're now inside of it. And use knife and fork to pick it up, because I don't have anything else to pick this thing up with. See, some of the ham is already coming off. Important things, try to pay attention to this knife and fork. As you lift it up slowly, move it to the plate, set it down. This over here, so we'll make it a little bit easier to show where we're slicing. A little bit of a turn. Now, one of the natural points is right here where this break is. You slice up through here. You're basically slicing through the fatty portions of the ham to free up the slices. So there's one here, there's one here, there should be another one right down here. That's actually the one that we want to work with, is the one that's already over there. This whole section right here, turns out, was not spiral sliced. We'll use this piece for a variety of things, mostly for adding to scrambled eggs, omelets, maybe even take a little bit of time out and try and slice it up a little bit to conserve it for the sandwiches. We'll stick the fork in here, stick the knife about here, and give it a turn. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, the pig is already dead. You're not going to hurt it. So here we will find our bone, right here. It's like I already lost where I was looking for. Oh. Okay, so what we will do is we will take the knife right here and slice down into it to the bone. You just go straight across. So I've shown that. I can now turn this to an angle where I can actually cut it. This is now pretty well free. If we look in here, we will see the bone. The trick to doing this, especially with such a small cutting surface, is doing this without dumping it everywhere. It's a slightly bigger hand than what we usually get because they didn't have any smaller hands available at the moment. We're definitely going to need some more space. We have several of cutting boards for that job. Bearing in mind freeing the ham from the bone, personally, I don't want to remove too much because we do have a neighbor dog around here who happens to like the ham bone. It can also be done with the ham bone before you turn it over to the dog. You could boil it for a little bit. Boiling it will free up some of the flavor from the bone and add it to what is left of the broth, which is also added to the beans. Trying to clean up a little bit of the pieces that keep falling off of the end as I try to pick up some of this. Not the easiest. We'll give that to Pugsley too, because I'm working with a small cutting surface and pieces fall off of it. Continue to cut around the bone. Give that one more shot. And it is now free. rotate this back over. There's still plenty of ham left at the end of this. I'm not going to try and get it all, but definitely want the majority of it. Looks like the rest is probably going to be Pugsley's. Here's another piece that fell off of here. Oh, it's falling off. Now the rest is Pugsley's. Will do. We'll get this out of my way by picking it up. The bone is still very hot. We'll put it back in the broth for right now. Scrape through here, make sure there's no other bones, pieces I'm not going to want. There's another bone here. So, therefore, we now have lunch meat for the greater majority of the month, at least as far as ham goes. There will be a turkey that we will also be preparing, 2 turkeys. One turkey we're going to do upside down. Purpose of cooking the turkey upside down is the broth stays at the bottom of the pan. Gravity. When you usually cook a turkey right side up with the back of the turkey on the base of the pan or the broiler, it keeps that in moisture. That's why the brown meat's always moisture. Turn it over, you don't have to baste the top of the turkey. The top of the turkey's already in the broth, so now you're basting the bottom, in which case you're going to have a much juicier breast from this. So we're going to one of them with a special seasoning and oil mixture, and the second one we're just going to be plain upside down. Maybe we'll do the seasoning and oil mixture with it as well. So that's ham.